Welcome back everyone, I am X. I am your manager here at Lobotomy Corporation. So, it's been a little bit since I last played, and just kind of looking over some stuff. So we have one mission, we have two missions. One we can't do, at least not effectively. The one where we have to suppress abnormalities 4 times. It has to be 4 different abnormalities. At this point we have, I know of at least 3 abnormalities we have. There's the Black Swan, Fragment of, Fragment of the Universe, and then the Night, down here. So that's 3 different ones. We did take care of a Dusk ordeal, which is good. We also have a mission where we need to finish this day at kill off meltdown level 8 or lower, which is gonna be interesting. We also have access to the we can change everything, anything item, which I'm probably going to go ahead and try to use. It is supposedly going to give us energy when we throw people in here. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but I'm going to probably throw some people. I'm going to have some people drink the giant tree sap and then throw them in there and see what happens. But we'll deal with that towards the end. So the biggest issue is we need to do very efficient work. So I can't just spam every single chamber, because that'll build up the meter really fast. And essentially the meter builds at the same rate. It's based off work actions, not the amount of boxes that you create. So gotta keep that in mind. Other things I considered doing was hiring a bunch of no-names and putting them all in the command team. That is mainly just to deal with the nameless fetus here. As we all know, there's the lottery, which targets the command team first before targeting anyone else. So it is what it is. In any case, instinct work should work. So we do have some people with high instinct. And this thing does produce 18 boxes. Yeah, actually that's something we should check. So 18 boxes there, 17 to 24 boxes here, 10 to 14. We're not going to deal with the tree. The 16, 6 to 10, 8 to 12. That's an item. 8 to 14, 12 to 18, 11 to 15, and obviously these ones are pretty low. Alright, so our highest are the bear, the gunman, or black swan. Bloodbath, I guess, is pretty up there. No, actually Letitia is better. So Letitia, bear, gunman. Those are good. And then this one's also pretty decent as well. Problem is if I hit a bad result, it's going to get very angry, and if it gets angry, it's going to go really bad for me. Also, we have an abnormality we don't even know anything about that we still also need to deal with. So at the start, I think I'm going to focus on learning about the new abnormality first, and then go from there. Alright, it's been like I said, it's been a little while. So this is what this thing. I'm just gonna completely ignore the old lady for now. Speaking of old lady, actually, what is hers? 11 to 14, that's actually not bad. So, actually, if she hits meltdown, I think I lose boxes, so I'll need to keep that in mind. That's also another thing we have to keep track of, is if we let anything reach meltdown, it's going to be a problem. That includes we can change anything, so if we may have to just throw people in there. So, alright. Right now the meltdown level is 1. So I believe we read about this a little bit. There's no information, no description whatsoever. So let's do some insight work. Who was my best? That'll be Byakuran. Relaxed. Does red damage. Some employees think that O0164 is trapped inside something that resembles an egg, but the truth is that she locked herself inside it. O0164's color is a brilliant gold. This thing is wrecking her. The world O0164 may have once loved is now being devoured by her. The day O0164's hunger stops would be the end of everything. So glad I picked this one. She's actually moving inside it. Alright. So that was bad. Your predecessors managed... Oh. Huh. What is this thing? Well, I guess the good news is we learned about what this thing is. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and restart. I'm gonna try a different work. So, insight is a no. I could try fighting it, but I'm not gonna bother with that right now. Alright, so I believe this thing has a kill-off counter of 1. You know, just like everything else we have, apparently. Alright, so select work. Insight was not good. We can try repression next. Doing a little bit better. Once had eyes as red as the setting sun, but greed has consumed all, leaving nothing behind. Not bad, actually. That was an average result. Still not enough. So that's a problem. I do have 14 boxes, so let's take a look. Low, common. Can't get off desk. Very low, common. So instinct might be slightly better. It did get me 14 boxes, which is pretty good, but letting out a abnormality like that is probably not the best situation. So yeah, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Instinct work. Byakuran, go. Come on. Still average, which means it's going to get released. That's just rough. Alright, attachment's my only other option. And of course, insight is all bad. Like I mentioned, this is going to be slow going. The fact we're getting 2 abnormalities at a time now is rough in itself. But yeah, like, I don't know. Byakuren's my highest character. She has the best stats. I mean, she might... I mean, the only thing she could get better is maybe some better gifts. But even then, that's what am I supposed to do with this? Am I just gonna have to fight it every time? But if I fight it every time, eventually this will get out. Because every time it gets released, it's just going to do even more to us. Yeah, this thing's gonna get out again. Yeah, this is gonna be average work. Yep. And it's gonna break out. Oh! It's only a chance of it happening. Normal probability. Okay. We got 14 boxes out of it. This is gonna be really... This is bad, because if it hits 0, it's gonna break free. And Nameless Fetus exist. So I might have to do the thing where I get all my a bunch of generics in this room just so they can get sacrificed, get thrown into the lottery. Now, and I would have to do the lottery immediately to ensure that none of these guys get get wiped out too quickly. All right. So yeah, that's the situation we're in. Also, these this particular one gets more difficult as you complete work, very much like the Dream of the Black Swan. Alright, so with that in mind, repression work is fine. Anyone still need to work on repression? No. I don't even think I moved anyone, to be honest. Which is fine, I'm not that concerned about it. What's this thing do? It does white damage? Okay. Who has, yeah, we'll just send Eren. Over to Eren. Alright, so yeah, focus on things that give me lots of stuff. I would like to work a little bit more on this thing while I still can. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So insight work, I need to keep an eye on it. If I get a bad result or even a normal result, I think I have to back off of it. So we need to send Yuka, because anyone with high temperance is automatically going to trigger it. Actually, with that in mind, I mean, I could send somebody else to do it. I mean, if it's going to trigger anyway, I mean, might as well, right? We'll do that. Next, was that 12 to 18? 11 to 15. Who here needs the pipe? All of you. And this thing does black? Yes, it does. It does black damage. I may... One thing I can also try out is see how strong the gun is. I have, I believe, at least 6 shots. Or sorry, 5 shots before it's a random shot. So that's something we might consider. Alright, you do repression work. And that's it. So yeah, sorry, it's going to be a little bit slow pace here, like I mentioned before. I am kind of just going to learn what I can. So I don't need to keep an eye on the night because the result is expected. I am going to go ahead and send somebody to work on this. Just to keep that Q counter down. Okay. Made 14 boxes from that. Good news is the meter does increase slower as you progress through the game, but you also need more boxes anyway, so it's all a big trade-off. Only 10. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gradually work this thing. Do what I can. So this thing has a Q counter of 0, so I'm not going to mess with it. Which means if I get a meltdown there, there's nothing I can do about it. But, you know, it's only going to be 2 rooms. Hopefully it doesn't pick the ones that screw me over, but I know it's going to happen. I have seen the memes for this particular game. Alright, who was I working with? Oh, I think it was Shizua. Go ahead, Shizua. Okay, still have a pretty high chance. Once the first meltdown happens, I believe this resets, so I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of that now. We're at 83. And you're at 2 here, so let's keep working. Only average result there, which dropped the Q counter. Okay. So we're at 120, so I think we might be okay depending on where the meltdowns go. Teddy bear and 1.76 megahertz. Okay, that's doable. Shizua, you can work on it. I just need to make a note that Shizua is working on it, so I do have a whiteboard nearby. Shizua, I wrote her down. As long as it's not the same person twice in a row, it should be fine. And then over here, I think Flandra will go. I think she'll do alright. She needs to build up repression anyway. This thing is common, high, high, high. Yeah, that's fine. Also, we will get boxes for the Dawn ordeal, which is something I need to actually take into account. We need to put people here. Yakuran, you're gonna hang out there. You're gonna hang out there. And you're gonna hang out there. I'm moving them there so I can target the, because it's red, which means it's gonna be the stupid clowns. Right. Drain of the Black Swan has reset. So I will go ahead and take advantage of that. I'll send Iran. We've already maxed out everything for it, so it's fine on that front. I'm gonna go ahead and send the gunmen. And the good news is if you're working on meltdown, it doesn't count off your meter. It does make it more difficult, but that's fine. Alright, only an average result, but it did get us 10 boxes. Okay, got 16 from that. Oh, I need to send somebody to work on this. Rin got her glasses. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and send Flandra to work on this next, so she can get her glasses. Alright, it's down to 1, so I'm going to let it recharge a bit. Alright. We're pretty good on this front. Who do we have for gun then? Down here. Gogosa. Okay. Shouldn't be a big deal. I'm just keeping an eye out for anything that I don't want to have a meltdown at. So far we're doing pretty good on the meltdown level. Yeah, we're halfway there. Wonder not doing so well in there though. Only getting 8 boxes. That's fine, it's about to be maxed out. Well, average result, but that's fine. Okay, so we're at 261 out of 460. Keep building up this thing here. And then we're going to go ahead and do the attachment work with her. And we need to deal with the puppets as soon as they pop up. Okay, Yuka, you need to move away. No, no, no. You go there. You go there. Okay, you should be fine. Here, who do I have that's ranged? You and I guess technically new. Up here we'll send Futo. Shizua. And we will send from the training team, Gosa, Letitia, and I believe that's Mima. Okay, that's one down. Alright, the one down here is taken care of. There was some friendly fire as usual, but that's fine. And our noon ordeal is actually back-to-back here. That's actually kind of bad. So the reason why that's bad is because that is also another thing that could drop the Q counter. So with that in mind, you guys go here. Actually, you guys go here. Oh, they moved. Kill that, please. Okay. We're at 324 out of 460. Taking out the noon ordeal will probably take care of everything. Okay. So with that in mind, let's get to work. You keep working on this. We'll send one person to work on this real quick, just to get some extra boxes. It's a hat. It's actually a nice hat. Keep working for that hat then. Yeah, Flandra's just not doing so well on, she's not good with old ladies. Heal up real quick. Thank you, and go. Anyway, so I moved everyone to this right side because it seems like you can get to the top floor and the bottom floor from this side. While if you come in from this room, you'll have to go all the way around. And chances are the monolith will be on top, not the bottom. Alright. Anything else of note? Making some boxes, that's good. Repression. Roll up one more time, thank you, and go. Alright, great results. So yeah, these things I'm going to have to kind of just take them slow, and just kind of build up from there. I mean, that's kind of really all I can do. And then as we build them up, we'll get more speed and success rate, which we're going to need every bit we can get. So we got all that. We're at 376 out of 460 now, so I think we're in good shape. So last thing I'm going to do is actually I'm going to probably take a big risk. I'm going to try to work on Nameless Fetus. Well, there's a few things I want to do. I want to go and drink from the giant tree sap. And go from there. Oh, was that a perfect? Nice. Good work. Yeah, she got a perfect, and she's got the pipe. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and keep working. We'll send in Shizua. Launcher's doing a lot better, that's good. Alright, we're gonna need to get ready for this. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. Unless I get enough boxes from this thing here, but I don't think I'm gonna get enough. It's like, I think it's like every certain amount of seconds I get one box from it. So if I can get 14, that would be enough. Alright, well, in any case, let's... First things first, where is our generic? Hey, Joy, I want you to go to here. Daphne, I want you to go down here. John, go down here. Elena, I need you to go down here. Honorio, who's probably not Honorio at this point from looking at the mirror too much. Go down there as well. Alright. Once everyone's moved, I will start moving everyone else to various locations. Okay. There's fine. Okay. So we did that for a reason, so we can get ready for the ordeal. Alright. I believe activating an item does count. So let's start with Joy here. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, good for her. She's going to be regenerating, and she's going to get killed. This will affect the amount of points we get at the end, but that's fine. Alright, well, they're going to die. Anyway, while that's going on, let's do attachment work with Flandre here. So yeah, the damage is going to gradually get higher and higher until they can't take anymore, and then they die. Granted, if you have more and more HP and stuff, that can help, but beyond that, there's not much you can do. Also, ending the day while someone's in there, they're already classified as dead. Can't open it, so there's nothing. Their death is guaranteed. That's okay. I only got us about 6 boxes though, so it really is not worth the trouble. Alright, we have enough energy. I would like to work on Nameless Fetus though. But I think I'll cut my losses. Instead, I'm just gonna have a bunch of people work on this. Daphne, drink. Okay. Daphne's drunk. Elena, drink. John, drink. And Honorio, drink. Okay. So, yeah, if we finish the day now, it will complete the quest. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And we'll go from there. Day complete. Alright, one person died, but we still got 16 points. Or sorry, 15 points. One person did get promoted. We completed the quest. Got an A rank. That's fine by me. Alright. Yeah, Star Sapphire is now rank 5 Justice, has the pipe now, and she's now total rank of 5, which is good. Ren got the glasses, that's good. Other than that's just about it. So let's go ahead and skip to the next day. Can enter any hole of your body. Actually, I didn't really care. I must be called Big Bad Wolf. Even if this is my curse, I will love this curse as a blessing. Well, we already have the 10 man. Let's go. Let's you know what? Why not? Let's get the Big Bad Wolf. I already feel like I'm screwed anyway, so let's go. And another one. Tell the kid today's is going to be grape flavored candy. It's his favorite. But nothing was like a music it makes when it eats a human. I will hang his head over my bed. Only then I can fall asleep without having a nightmare. Grape flavored candy. T0271. Mankind wanted to build a fertile world for a long time. But what does fertile mean to them? Is it worthy of all that conflict and pain? Numerous stories began and vanished. During that process, people started to lose faith. By looking at them, some saw despair, while others saw hope. At a certain moment, a new civilization was born. Many changes were made in unbelievable speeds, and new technologies were discovered. All of the wings hold at least one singularity. That's right. Like the first humans wanted, the technologies were to create a fertile world. People wanted a better world, and an unimaginable sight unfolded. If all those turned everything fertile, we cannot know. One thing is certain. That is what enabled me to speak in front of you. The employees have become more talkative these days. They're more motivated than usual. A lively atmosphere like this is rare. It's getting even me excited. Lively isn't really the right word, more like excited over a trivial matter. All because of the new manager, and that's nothing special to us. Be more understanding, Tifref. It's lobotomy. News are rare other than someone's death. The employees need something to talk about. Well, if it makes them efficient even for a short time, then yes, I can be understanding. But what I can't understand is getting so noisy about it all. But weren't you excited as well at first? Well, yes, because it was the first time. You should be excited even if it's not the first time. Do you remember? We made a bet over whether the manager could save an employee that was 95% mental corruption. Ah, of course. I bet on no, and you bet on yes. Yes, but the employee died. I was so happy with my victory, I insisted on continuing the bet, even though the result was always the same. Right, but you stopped betting. Well, you always lose. It's boring. I didn't bet without thinking it through. I always hoped for a change. Sorry, you're always disappointed. Well, if we had infinite time, I guess a day would come when my hopes came true. What do you think? Maybe. I think so too. Perhaps if we've met sooner. To prevent the meltdown, you must reduce the amount of work by giving orders in the most efficient way possible. If not, abnormalities and other crises will overflow. Proving competence 2. Finish a day with a kill of meltdown level 7 or lower. That's doable. I mean, we were at, I think, 3? No, I think we only were at 2. We had an overload, an ordeal, and we were about to have the next ordeal. So yeah, this is doable. Are you going to expand the central command team? Yes. All right. So what abilities do you have for me? Physical intervention shield. Attaches a shield that absorbs R-type attacks for a limited time. It has no effect against other types of attacks. R property shield. Oh, there are... Okay. So red, white, black. Nothing could stop pale. Attaches a shield that absorbs W-type attacks for a limited time. It has no effects against other types of attacks. It temporarily reduces the perception of the target, protecting it from spiritual attacks from the outside. And then attaches a shield that absorbs black-type attacks for a limited time. It has no effect against other types. It seals vulnerable openings of a human, including spiritual ones, to prevent the erosion thorn from infiltrating deep into the target. One drawback, it can't protect from damage taken within the shield. I'm gonna go with red damage. Black is a danger, but most of the stuff, like, most of the big ordeals that we have trouble with are ones that do raw red damage. Do you want this research, I ask? Yes. Alright, cool. So we have that going for us. And Central Command Team 1 actually has a second level, which we probably just unlocked. Which also means we need we're gonna need a bunch more people. Right now I'm just gonna go ahead and just hire a random. I'll deal with the rest later. This is actually kind of dangerous too, because that means they're part of the same lottery. So that's something we'll need to take into account. But for right now, we're going to bring in Donna. And then we'll bring in Piper. Sly Elder. Cold-blooded fire eater. Alright, so that's everything there. Let's go ahead and start and see what we have on our plate now. Alright. So now we have, I guess what they're called is bullets. So yeah, we now actually have a little ability bar. And I believe each of these kind of does something. Anyway, down here we have Big Bad Wolf. And that... Just keep showing that book. Oh, it must be a page with a photo since it can't read the words. the experiment goes a bit longer, try drawing its attention, like mimicking sounds. I don't need to explain every detail, right? Alright. Definitely looks to be similar tier as the stuff, the other abnormality. Yeah, same cost. Same thing for this one too. A wolf with partially damaged fur. It is bipedal and capable of communication to some extent. It always tries to devour employees and escape. Such actions are easily preventable since it shows obvious signs in behavior and conversations before doing so, which makes this abnormality fairly easy to manage. That's why I could slash the wolf's belly and return safely back here. Whew. Yeah, they're ramping this shit up. Anyway, we got multiple floors here, which I'm guessing is going to be accessed by the little elevators in the back. And then there's this cross here, which is terrifying. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with ordeals now. I don't know if it's just going to spawn even more of them down here or what. Anyway, final thing I want to do. Neat. So he uses one bullet. Alright, doesn't seem to show any visible changes to the stats, but that's fine. Anyway, final thing I want to do... I'll save it till next time. This video's gone on a little bit long, I'm assuming. Anyway, I am The Depressed Eagle. This was Lobotomy Corporation. See you guys next time.